Guys are unloading their equipment, getting ready to set up for tonight. These guys are promoting the Sloppy Joes. Everybody's getting a bun hug. Everybody's going for a bun hug, flashing the buns, talking to the bun hole, getting a bun hug, bun out. See that for rent sign over there? There's a lot of vacancies on Duval Street all around Key West. Business is slow. A lot of bars and restaurants are not as full as you would think. A lot of businesses are going out of business. It's a struggle to maintain any type of restaurant, bar, or retail store here in Key West right now. The rents are too high. That's the first problem. Real estate has gone out of control here in Key West to the point where there's a lot of vacancies in some of the high-end hotels and motels that cater to, the $1,000 a night club. It's just not approachable for people anymore. A lot less people spending $1,000 a night to stay in a motel, hotel here in Key West. It's just not that way anymore. Not to say there's not billionaires down here and millionaires, but they don't have to worry about that. It's cold, it's gray, windy. It's a non-beach day. March 18th, the Arctic vortex has come down Canada, America, all the way into Mexico. Again, the Ukraine war, for the last 5 years, $1 trillion, irreversible climate change. You never heard anything about the $1 trillion Ukraine war causing problems for our economy. You never heard about the Ukraine war causing irreversible climate change. You never saw the association of the Ukraine war causing irreversible climate change and the high pressure cell that's pushing the Arctic vortex away from Russia and down Canada. Yeah, down to Canada right now. It's obvious. I believe in climate change. I support your agenda. But you're all full of crap. One minute you're doing a carbon footprint tax that the French are promoting, then the French want to sell nuclear proliferations to Iran, and they want to promote the Ukraine war even further. Nobody wants peace in Ukraine. But then again, the oxymoron hypocrites are conducting their business as usual, anti-Trump, anti-Middle East, don't hurt Iran. What are we involved in Iran for? Well, what are we involved in Ukraine for? You guys never ask these questions. Now all of a sudden, the mainstream media is asking, why are we involved in Iran? Iran's the reason why the economy's going, terribly wrong. Trump doesn't have approval to go in Iran. Poor Iran. But Ukraine war continues. $1 trillion. Hypocrites, man. You have no argument. Anti-Trumpers have no argument about climate change. You can't associate the Iranian war with higher fuel prices and the economy. You can't. It's all Ukraine started it. Ukraine caused food prices to go up. Biden caused the Russian collusion hoax. Ended up being a cover-up for Hunter Biden and the Bidens, and the Clintons, and everybody else doing business over there in Ukraine illegally on both sides. Biden's Ukraine war is part of the Russian collusion hoax. Biden's Ukraine war cost us over $1 trillion. Still going on. It is affecting our economy big time. It has caused food prices to go up. The Iranian conflict is nothing more than an operation spin-off from the Persian Gulf War operations that have been going on since 1990, 1991. So don't even fill me with that, okay? I know what I'm talking about. The Persian Gulf War has never legally ended, okay? And ever since the Persian Gulf War, since Bush 41, every president has spun off the congressional approval, the laws that are still binding under the Persian Gulf War Act. Everything under that has been an operation. Look it up. Everything's been an operation since then. Every president since Bush 41 has been conducting operations in the Middle East. Okay, no big deal. What everybody's trying to spin today is absolute nonsense, hypocrisy, and crap. They just don't like Trump, you know. I get it, you know. But I don't support Trump 100% either. But man, it's just too obvious that some of the hypocrisy and fake news and artificial intelligence going on right now. Okay, that's why I'm down here in Key West promoting a live video. This is reality right here. Okay, this is reality right here. Okay, it's cold today. What's causing this cold weather in Florida? It's got to be the Ukraine war. All right, the European Union is supporting the Ukraine war and carbon tax, climate change at the same time. They can't do it. The French president is a total moron. He's a total weakling, and he doesn't make any sense after a while. He supports Iran. He loves making money in Iran for nuclear, atomic energy programs, French companies in particular. The French are heavily vested in Iran under their atomic energy programs. And that's the bottom line. The French are total hypocrites on everything. The French have caused irreversible climate change with all the atomic testing that they did in the Pacific. They're total hypocrites. The French raped, pillaged, and plundered Africa for all its natural resources. They're total hypocrites. The European Union is total hypocrites. The Dutch, the French, yeah, the Danish, Denmark, Holland, France, Belgium, Germany, they're all hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. They are such a deadly atomic energy program, weapons promotion, deadly nuclear weapons and deadly aircraft. They make fighter jets in France. They make weapons of mass destruction. They cause irreversible climate change and then try to promote themselves as elitists and doing good for the world. It's a bunch of crap. Get down here to Florida, you'll find out real fast what's going on in the world. The haves and have-nots. Why is it so cold today? March 18th. Why is it so cold in Key West today? I'll tell you why. Climate change. Caused by Russian collusion hoax and Biden's Ukraine war. Yeah. So F off. F off everybody that's crying now about the Iranian conflict. That'll be over in less than a year while the Ukraine war continues. 5 years, man. Biden's Ukraine war causing irreversible climate change and death. It's going to be $2 trillion before you know it. That's a big dent in our economy. But hey, no correlation there. Biden good, Trump bad. Trump bad, Biden good. Ukraine war, who cares? Iranian conflict, oh my goodness. Bringing down the world, is going to start World War III. Man, I get tired of it. I get tired of it. Listen to both sides cry, complain. Both sides are all billionaires, millionaires. But look at the reality here on Ukraine. Look at the reality in the Middle East. It has nothing to do with Key West, Florida. But damn, it's cold here right now. Definitely cold. Something's going on in the world. For it to be so cold in Florida this year, got to be something going on. Every winter, the last 3 winters, it's only gotten colder in Florida. 23-24 was record cold. 24-25 was record cold. 25-26 record cold. 3 years in a row, it's only gotten colder in Florida. Why? Ukraine war. Son of a bitch. Biden's Ukraine war causing irreversible climate change, death, $1 trillion plus, and it's causing the Arctic vortex to shift from Russia down to Canada, all the way to Mexico. And it's right here, right now. The Arctic vortex continues, all because of that damn irreversible climate change going on in Ukraine and Russia right now that the Biden administration caused via Russian collusion hoax. That's the Russian collusion hoax right there. Instead of Russia getting the cold weather, Canada and America and Mexico are getting the cold weather this year. Yeah, big high pressure dome, all because of the bombings going on over there.